Hey guys, welcome to Bloated, the Jwebby podcast where we talk about food, gym, and everything in between. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to keep up to date with all my antics on my social media channels. Search Jwebby Can Eat across all platforms.
We're back, Jwebby and DK. We're in travel mode. We're in podcast mode. What type of mode are we in right now?
We're in wake up early, get the hell to Adana mode.
Hey.
We're literally driving the equivalent distance of Sydney to Melbourne.
Straight up. We've done so many hours of driving this trip. I can't even explain the power and strength you need to drive up and down this country because it's such a large. It's very deceiving, isn't it?
Man, honestly, because the highways are big and you can drive really quick, you travel a very far distance in a short amount of time. But we're actually traveling a large distance in a large amount of time. So imagine that we're covering in 7 hours, the equivalent of Sydney to Melbourne, distance-wise.
Facts. The beauty about this country, though, and Jwebby has been telling, myself, because I'm not driving, but he's been saying like it's just so easy to drive because you've got one highway that connects you from top to bottom, west to east. It's so different to back home.
Yeah, the roads make sense here, I guess, because they've got a bigger population.
And there's no potholes.
Mate, the roads here are immaculate. People can't drive, but the roads are immaculate.
All right, let's start the day off with what happened with our full day, man. We started off...
Yesterday was full on.
Yeah.
Like actually full on. Like I think I slept 2 hours because I had to edit, had to do my comments, my messages, all the normal stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously slept a little bit. We woke up early for the gym. Went to Gem's gym. So Gem's gym is a bodybuilding gym. It is cool, man. They're playing techno music, deep house music. They got old school machines. It was leg day. Now, most people bag me out, but on leg day, I wear tights, little short tights.
Yeah? Like you can't even tell he's wearing pants.
Honestly, look, each to their own. I feel like I'm wearing pants, but whatevs. I wear a baggy t-shirt and some tights. It's standard bodybuilding attire. However, didn't account for A, middle of winter, B, Turkey has different cultural acceptances.
Yeah.
And I walked in the gym, started training and carrying on with my business. And the guy who works there is like, "Where's your pants?" I'm like, "Brother, they're right here." He's like, no, you need pants. So then anyway, after a bit of lost in translation, he let me keep training, but he said next time bring some pants.
Yeah, like it's to do with the women. There was, a couple of women there, and they just didn't want to see his legs. They'll be.
Because my legs are better than. Don't hate me because you ain't me.
No.
It's all good fun, guys.
But it's all about the learning curve, right? Like we didn't know the differences, and just something you got to watch out when you travel, right?
It's all about being respectful.
That's right. So moving on from there, we hit
the jewelry shop.
Money.
So I got given, as part of the challenges here, some of them, instead of giving you money, they give you this little gold badge. And I'm like, it must be like a memento thing.
It's
like,
so
cool.
odd, eh?
Like it's weird. It's literally a little thin gold coin on a safety pin with a little red ribbon.
But they make a big deal about it.
Yeah, they make a big deal. I didn't really know why. I was like, oh man, give me the cash, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, respectful, said thank you, whatever. One of my Turkish friends, Aussie, good friend Aussie back home, shout out Aussie, Smart Innovations. He told me, you can cash that in, it's actually gold. I'm like, oh. So he contacted his jewelry connection here in Antalya. We went to go see him. And I got a fair whack of money for these 2 gold coins. So it kind of made it all sweet. Like,
prize money.
Yeah, it's just turned a little, let's be honest, as competitive it is, we collect a lot of junk. I've got stubby holders, hats, t-shirts. I've got t-shirts galore, literally suitcases of the things. Random little mementos. This was just another one. I've got a few medallions, things like that. It's not a trophy, it's not a memento, it was a gold coin. But now I turned it into cash. So look, I'm not the most sentimental guy.
We
respectfully, cash is king. So we cashed it in.
Look, it makes up for the trip, and I don't know if you know, when you're traveling, you need liquid cash just to spend on
everything,
food, snacks, and the amount that you eat. You just you're always eating, so it helps to have money instead of the gold. So
correct though.
I think it made up for those challenges that didn't accept you. And the prize money made up for. I saw your face. You were happy.
Look, it turned out to be good. Okay, so then went to the jewelry shop, got the gold.
He was your number one fan, by the way.
Oh yeah, he actually loved it.
Yeah.
What a legend. I like Turkey.
Oh, change of mind from Jwebby himself.
I think it's It's a very different country, very different culture, very different values and ethics.
That's right.
I've met a few different types of people whilst being here, and some of them I'll be glad to see the back of and never see again. Some of them, genuinely, I would definitely sit down with them and have dinner, a civilized dinner, at a later date. Let's leave it at that.
Fair enough. Fair game. Fair game. After that, man, we visited this guy who's been, like, literally pumping up Jwebby since he got into the country. Tell us about him.
Koftichi Jihad. Now, this guy, he's a comedian. From what I can tell, he doesn't speak English.
He's so funny.
But if you look up Koftichi Jihad on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, he is a large Turkish fella who is a larrikin. He is the life of the party. The guy is the funny, even though I couldn't understand him, he is the funniest guy. Hugging me, kissing me, laughing. He actually watches my TikTok because he does my poses. And
he does. The mouth hungry one,
yeah,
right?
although he was just talking what I thought was gibberish, we had a laugh. Between me, Danny, and Jihad, before his cousin arrived, his cousin was our translator for the day. He was, we were having a good time. We didn't know what was going on, but we were having a laugh, communicating through TikTok, silly things like this. Mate, his food, it's different. He has 2 menu items.
Oh, so nice.
And when he explains them to you, he explains such a basic menu item like a kofta patty with such passion.
Yeah.
The other dish is piyaz.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still not completely sure what piyaz is, but it tastes all right.
Man,
and watching him make it is one of the funnest experiences ever. And the guy is just a character.
I feel like in Turkey, right, you've got your total ends. You've got your first end, which is, just welcome to my shop, but then they don't really speak to you or communicate, what do you want? And then you've got the total opposite, where you put the camera on them, and they turn it up, and it's like he put a show on for you. Forget Salt Bay.
The funniest part is the language barrier was unbelievable, and he still made it a party. He's having his own party.
Man, the noises make... It's so funny.
Piyaz.
But the piyaz was the best thing about it. I'll tell you now.
Man, it's such random ingredients, right? Like it's literally beans, egg, some tomatoes. No, and they call it syrup.
Yeah.
They make their own like saucy. It's like a syrupy thing. It's like a mayo-based something.
Yeah.
But it's such a random mix of things. Boiled beans, tomato, egg, bit of onion, bit of parsley. It's just mixed together. It's so random. A little bit of oil.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was really random. I enjoyed it. The bread, wow.
Love.
The bread they bake, wow.
The
Makes
bread
it.
here, the bread overseas is so much better than the bread.
Man,
back
so
home.
far the bread in Turkey, wow.
I think we have limited of choice. We have either like, what's this called, Tip Top, or we have Lebanese.
Tip Top,
there's
Tip Top or Lebo bread.
Yeah, like there's Turkish bread, but whatever. Like, man, it's not really Turkish bread. Right?
I really think lavash is my favorite bread in the world right now. It's like chewy and dough. Anyway,
that's one of the things
we could do a whole podcast on bread.
Lavash.
Lavash.
All right, we moved on from there. We had a 10 out of 10 experience there.
And we had a meal fit for a king also, don't forget that.
That's right.
Anyway.
Then we moved on and we went to we had to waste some time, like, not waste some time, we're waiting around for the next challenge. So it was in between the same neighborhood. So we had to kind of see what we're going to do. Of course, Jwebby comes through. I wanted a bit of a shisha break. We sat down. Tell us about that, man.
First and foremost, the afternoon session was at that Ortakala place.
That's right.
The whole reason I came here was to win the 1 million lira, and he stitched me up. That's right. So I wasn't going to go to his restaurant early and do promotion or hang out or even make friends with this guy. So we had an hour and a half to kill. So Danny being Danny loves his shisha. I'm like, I'm down to hang out. And being in Turkey, there's shisha lounges everywhere. So we found a shisha lounge, got some shisha, got some Coke Zero, had a bit of a relax. And look, my friend Danny, he's got all the energy in the world. And he is very driven. He has goals. But sometimes he procrastinates. And he needs a bit of direction and a kick up the arse.
That's right.
So when my friend Danny asked me for some advice, we go to shisha and we talk.
We talk business.
So we talk social media, what Danny's plan is, some goals, and we put a little bit of an idea together, some plans for Danny to help him get started, I guess.
Yeah. And
something to keep him accountable.
This year's going to be a big year.
Yeah, it is. And look, the thing is, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but in life, I'm disciplined, I'm committed, and if I do something, I give it 100%.
Yeah.
So if you give everything 100%, you're consistent with it, something's going to pop off eventually.
Yeah.
So we come up with a few ideas, a few concepts, and now Danny is going to be the social media expert.
Well, he came up with the best thing about Jwebby is he actually spends time with you, and will mentor you in a way whilst you're also helping him out. So with this, like, I really appreciated it, man. And I was stuck with what and how to define myself, and he came up with this slogan: a creator, a personality, ... I'm that guy. And it's literally G'd me up till now. I'm still G'd, so like I can't wait to see what the rest of the year comes up with. But yeah, big thank you to you, man. And I'm pretty sure if anyone reaches out to him, if he has a bit of a break in his busy schedule, he'll be able to help you out. Like he's that guy as well. So that's a different side that you don't see, and I'm seeing because I'm traveling, every day, every minute, spending every minute with him. So if you're listening, it pays to be kind as well.
FYI, if you need a photographer, a videographer, an MC, a personality, a host, Danny Camel _ DK Creative. He is a social media creator. He is a personality, and he's that guy. He can be your guy. Hit him up.
Love that. Big shout out to Jwebby. Let's continue, man, and let's just get down to the nitty and gritty of things, right? This is why we came here. This is the biggest thing that you were going to say was your milestone when you came to Turkey. The tables turned around before we even got on the flight.
So we were getting on the flight, and I get a WhatsApp message saying, competition cancelled. Then he's blocked me, blocked you on Instagram, deleted all the posts and whatnot. I'm like, what the hell? I'm literally going to Turkey now for zero reason. Anyway, so we rock up. This guy, Ilyas, I think his name is. Honestly, the guy's a compulsive liar. He can't make up his mind. He's telling me the competition's at 3 a.m., 8 p.m., 2 p.m. Mate, anyways, treat me like his best friend. I didn't even know what his name was because he's told me so many different things. The whole media's there. There's this whole friggin' press conference for this, for this challenge that doesn't exist. In their restaurant, like you see on their videos, it's got the 1 million lira sign up with all the prizes and the challenge details and whatnot. When we get there, they're actually bragging about, no, there's no prize. Like, we don't have this money. It's an economic crisis. We don't have 1 million lira. And I'm like, you're full advertising a challenge that doesn't exist. Oh no, the challenge exists. But I go, there's no prize. Oh, no one's ever going to do it. Me being me, I'm a spiteful mofo. Firstly, I was going to do it from the start. Now there's no prize money. I'm going to do it again just to shove it up your ass. And then you brag about something. And then also, he proceeded to say that other venues that do challenges are fake. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you're a walking fraud and you're proud of it. He's such a fraud, he doesn't realize he's a fraud. Anyway, me being me, they're like, oh, it's going to only be 275 skewers. Then we rock up, oh, now it's going to be 400 skewers. I'm like, just give me the 550. Anyway,
yeah.
Danny being Danny, G'd me up. I did 551, an extra lavash, and an extra bottle of Coke, just because I can. Now I'm the Copsis king, and he's a fraud.
Yeah, man, that was definitely a show. Jwebby definitely put it on him. But let's just be honest, right? You had the right to do that. The fact that we traveled 40 hours to get here, for that was just disappointing in the culture and the people that you can come across when you're overseas, and there's a barrier of language and there's a barrier of economic status, and it's just, okay, yeah, cool, that's one excuse, but we've heard all the excuses under the sun. Oh, my father just passed away. We've heard it all. Yeah. These people will use any excuse to get out of it. So pre-warning, before you travel, before you do anything big, you've put yourself through right now, is like, just know it's not the same as back home.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Look, if you're a competitive eater, don't come to Turkey, number one. Number two, I feel like not only did I have the right to put him on show, I actually feel like I have the right to punch him in the face. Bit of backstory. He contacted me literally 10 days ago. Contacted me and said, listen, I want to host you. It'll be my pleasure to host you to do our 1 million lira impossible food challenge. Me being me, I literally booked flights the next day. We've been talking back and forth, organizing times, blah, blah, blah. And then literally the day of, he canceled on me. So I literally have to feel like I have the right to punch him in the face.
And then he continued to block everyone on your list that that was in the chat.
Yeah.
So no one could have communication with him. And then once you've done one challenge, the first challenge we got here, which was amazing, televised, it went off, it went viral. he decided to unblock you and then invite you again, right?
Yep. And then he offered me a little money. Look, it's not about the money, it's the principle. I did it out of pure spite. So obviously I'm bummed I didn't get the money, but I proved the point now. This guy can't hold his head up high and say I've got an impossible challenge, because I kicked that challenger's ass.
Super proud, bro. Super proud of you. Let's just get on with that, bro, because if we keep going down there, we can talk forever.
I've done the world's biggest food challenge, or supposedly. I've done Turkey's biggest food challenge. I put the biggest pumper in Turkey on show, on national TV, hopefully. My work here is done. If I get deported today, I'll leave a happy man.
I love that. You killed it, my brother. After that, we rested, bro.
Had a nap, man.
Yeah.
Bit of a food coma nap. Then he went and got a haircut.
I freaking love the haircuts in Turkey, by the way. If you come to Turkey, get a freaking haircut. It's so good. Massage, the whole lot. They put clay in your ears and wax and whatever.
Literally full service for like $15 Aussie.
It's immaculate, man. And the people are so genuine and nice. They want to talk to you. Look, there's a total ends again. Like, you meet these people. Some of them are just total liars and scammers. And then some are just so kind. And usually it's sometimes the foreigners who come and work here. Yeah. So they're from Kurdish or from Russia or from, some Arab countries like Syria.
Morocco.
There's a lot of Moroccans here. Shout out to that. Went to the barbershop as well. The other barbershop, you promoted them.
MZ and Co.
Look, Jwebby's very nice, man. Like, if you approach him and you're genuine and you've kind of like, you're valuable in a way, you've done something in return, he's not afraid to, or he's not going to shut you down. He's going to come and help.
Look, if you respect me, I respect you. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how it works. If you're going to be a dick, I can be a bigger dick. I'm the world's biggest wanker, if you want to be that, if you want to go that way. But if you're nice to me, you're polite and respectful, I have nothing but time for you. You know what I mean?
Let's say you keep it real, right?
Yeah, keep it real. Exactly. Say it how it is. Don't hate me because you ain't me.
Woof. You've been loving that quote. Yeah. So we went from there, came back home, we finished off a bit of content. Obviously, it's all on the run, guys. So, like, we're using the world's slowest Wi-Fi at the hotels.
Oh, man.
And we're trying to upload content just for you guys so you guys can be up to date. But we were hungry. So we went, this was a couple of hours, we went to Old Town, which is a place in Antalya that it still has castles and the old, fortress type of look. We rocked up, and where did we go to eat, man?
So we walked up and down. I didn't realize how westernized it was. It's really a tourist attraction. Like, there's German pubs, Irish pubs, Greek restaurants, fish and chip shops. It's crazy. Anyway, we walked up and down, found it. We're in Turkey, going to get some doner. Went and ordered half the menu, sat down. It wasn't bad. It was different. Not as good as ones we've had in the past. Yeah. But I really feel like that's a tourist spot. It was cool to see. Stayed out till about 11 o'clock. It was actually really cold last night. It was actually nice. Had some food, had a bit of a walk, explored. Man, I was really hanging for some Turkish ice cream, but ended up getting just a normal gelato, which was strange. But look, to be honest, I'm glad we're leaving Antalya. It was fun. Yeah. 2 days, that's enough for me. Onwards and upwards now to Adana.
Adana, baby!
Let's go.
I'll see you there. Stay tuned, guys, for the next episode. We're on the road.
Probably in a couple of hours.
We're on the road. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.